Guangzhou's economy stalls, regresses 20 years. Migrant workers jobless and forced to return home. China's unemployment wave hits Shanghai. Even master's graduates struggle to find jobs. Chinese robots exposed as fakes, staff caught guiding them with remote controls. Guangzhou, once one of China's most dynamic economic powerhouses, is now facing a dramatic slowdown. Once hailed as a thriving first-tier city, Guangzhou is struggling under the weight of economic stagnation, rising vacancy rates, and widespread business closures. Some locals are even saying the city's economy has regressed 20 years. In recent years, China's broader economic challenges have taken a visible toll. In Guangzhou, both residents and observers report a sharp drop in activity. Many streets that were once filled with people are now eerily quiet. Real estate vacancies are rising, and both commercial properties and office buildings are struggling to find tenants. This office building near Guangzhou's Nangang Metro station tells the story. Most floors are empty. Once marketed as a creative business hub, it's now nearly deserted, with few companies willing or able to move in. Many firms have either downsized, relocated to cheaper locations, or closed altogether. Local content creator Hugi thought this mall was under renovation, but in reality the tenants had simply vanished. Despite being in a prime location and locked into a 3-year lease, the mall has seen foot traffic plummet since late last year. Floors that once bustled with shoppers are now completely deserted. The numbers back it up. In 2024, Guangzhou's GDP reached 3.1 trillion yuan, a modest growth rate of just 2.1%. Among China's 27 trillion yuan level cities, it ranked second to last. That pace puts it far behind even many second-tier cities. Liu Jianhao, a longtime Guangzhou resident, paints a bleak picture. He tells Radio Free Asia, "Many stores have shut down, migrant workers are going home, and rental properties are sitting empty. The economy now feels like it's back to 2005. Even Guangzhou's most famous shopping districts are not immune. On a recent evening, dozens of shops on the iconic Shangxiajiu Street were visibly closed, not temporarily, but permanently, with signage removed and storefronts abandoned. Just a few years ago, this area commanded sky-high rents and had a waiting list for new tenants. In the city's upscale Pearl River New Town, home to financial giants and luxury retailers, the situation is equally sobering. Real estate agencies and investment firms have shut down en masse. Even high-end wine and luxury product retailers have drastically downsized or disappeared. Pawn shops and auction houses are now a more common sight than champagne bars or designer boutiques. With rising unemployment, a shrinking migrant labor force, and confidence slipping among both consumers and business owners, many fear that Guangzhou may be on the brink of losing its first-tier status. As the city's economy continues to contract, one question looms: can Guangzhou bounce back? Or is this the new normal? China's unemployment crisis is deepening. As the nation's economy continues to slow, millions of university graduates are finding themselves without work, while experienced professionals are being laid off and left with few options. In Shanghai, one of China's richest and most modern cities, the economic pain is now impossible to ignore. This is my 5th day without work. I checked my bank account. There's only 1,720 yuan left. I don't know how much longer I can survive on that. I've lost my job, I have nowhere to live, and I'm sleeping in my car while I look for work. Once regarded as a safe haven for job seekers, Shanghai is now seeing mass layoffs, pay cuts, and company shutdowns. Even well-educated workers are struggling. A local man recently told a friend over dinner that he and his wife were returning to their hometown in Shandong, unable to keep up with a 15,000 yuan monthly mortgage and fearful of further layoffs. The work efficiency is low, and the salary has not increased but decreased. Even so, they are still worried about layoffs. I want to sell my house, but the price keeps dropping every day. Even if someone wants to buy it, they have to pay the bank hundreds of thousands extra. Content creator Little Bear Pilot shared that many of her friends in Shanghai have been laid off. Even tech companies, once booming, are cutting large portions of their workforce. Jobs in the internet sector are now almost exclusively for people under 35. If you're older, you're basically invisible. It's really discouraging. The crisis extends beyond Shanghai. In Shenzhen, a middle-aged couple shared how both lost their jobs late last year. With over 2 million yuan in mortgage debt and 2 sons to raise, their lives were suddenly thrown into turmoil. Some people told us to sell the house and move back to our hometown. My husband seriously considered it. But we've spent years building a life here, buying property, getting residency. If we leave now, everything we've worked for becomes meaningless. So we're cutting every unnecessary expense and looking for work every day. Meanwhile, in central China, one job listing caused national outrage. At a university job fair in Henan, a state-owned company advertised positions offering a shockingly low monthly salary, just 0 to 1,000 yuan, far below the legal minimum wage. Critics accused the employer of exploiting young workers under the guise of internships. Though the company later claimed it was a printing error and corrected the salary to 5,000 to 7,000 yuan, many remained skeptical. A leaked phone call revealed that university staff even pressured the whistleblower to take down their viral video. We're asking you to remove the video. The 0 to 1,000 yuan figure was a mistake in the printing process. The actual salary is 5,000 to 7,000. Please consider deleting the content. From recent graduates to seasoned professionals, Chinese workers are facing one of the toughest job markets in decades. As wages fall, competition grows, and economic uncertainty looms, many are asking, is this just a downturn or a new normal? China's humanoid robots are often presented as symbols of cutting-edge innovation and national pride. But behind the stage performances and media hype lies a far less glamorous reality, one filled with glitches, gimmicks, and in some cases, outright deception. During China's most watched annual broadcast, the CCTV Spring Festival Gala, humanoid robots dressed in bright traditional outfits danced and twirled handkerchiefs in seemingly perfect synchronization. State-run media praised their advanced AI capabilities, claiming the robots could understand music and move with precision. But soon after, skeptical viewers posted behind-the-scenes videos online. These clips showed that the handkerchief tricks were actually controlled using fishing wire. The handkerchiefs didn't spin back naturally. They were yanked back via strings attached to the robot arms. Zoomed-in photos from the gala even revealed the control lines clearly visible on stage. On the morning of April 19th, 20 humanoid robots from research institutes, robot clubs, and universities participated in the 21-kilometer marathon. The organizers also arranged for more than 9,000 people to participate in the competition and conduct a human-machine co-run. It is reported that this is the first time that a humanoid robot has been tested for long-distance endurance in an open environment. One robot tripped and fell face first moments after the race began. Another collapsed before even leaving the starting line. One dramatic fall even knocked a robot's head clean off. A nearby spectator was heard gasping, "Its head fell off, and it's still running." Some robots were guided along the track by handlers pulling ropes tied to their backs, prompting laughter from the crowd. "It's like walking a dog," someone joked. Others veered wildly and crashed into barriers, folding at the waist like a broken toy. At the Spring Festival Gala, leaked video showed female performers pushing robots off stage after the show. Each performer held a remote controller, manually piloting what were billed as autonomous machines. A robotics insider posted online, "We build these things. Most so-called robots today are just remote-controlled props with zero real intelligence. It's the same tech as a toy car from the 1990s. Even more bizarre was what happened at the 2024 World Robot Conference in Beijing. One company unveiled its simulated humanoid robots, except two of the most advanced models weren't robots at all. They were human actors in costume. The audience was amazed until some noticed that the robots in front were far more lifelike than the ones in the back, who could barely move their arms. One robot even began sweating and had to be dabbed with a towel and cooled with a fan. Later, she was spotted backstage drinking water and eating lunch, surrounded by curious onlookers poking at her face and limbs. The woman was reportedly brought to tears by the crowd's unwanted attention. A makeup artist later posted the entire transformation process online, exposing the staged illusion. The video went viral, fueling more public distrust in China's high-tech claims. While China's robot ambitions are grand, the reality appears to be more smoke and mirrors than science and engineering. As critics point out, building true autonomous humanoid robots is one of the hardest challenges in tech, not something easily faked with fishing wire and cosplay.